for sure. All right, our third game, which is a game that's going to make Bryan smile. Now, this is the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Portland Trailblazers. We spoke about the Portland Trailblazers and why I have some concerns about this team, but it's Bryan's boy Dame. Is it going to be Dame time tonight or not? Now, the Wolves are not a team that a lot of people thought we might be talking about.
Are they even a team?
Probably not. Probably not. But here's what makes this game interesting, folks. This is another game where, look, you want some high scoring and not a lot of defensive basketball. This might be it right here. This might be the game for you. Neither of these teams, talk about teams who haven't played defense. Neither of these teams have played well defensively at all whatsoever. But it could be Dame time. That is Bryan's boy, Dame all day. I'm going to start with you, Bryan, Mr. Fonseca. When you don't have the Miami Heat pom-poms waving about, we know you might have the pom-poms waving for the Portland Trailblazers and Damian Lillard. Who do you like in this matchup in terms of what'll come out? Will it be the Blazers or will the Wolves have the upset? And don't tell me you're staying away. No staying away from the spread on this game. Who you got?
Portland's winning, bounce back performance. Joe Budden called Damian Lillard the other day on this podcast, and he asked him, why Steph did that to you, man? It was the first thing he said. It was hilarious. I think I think Dame is going to have a bounce back performance. And I think he's going to do it because, as you said, D'Angelo Russell, respectfully, because I think he's going to have a good game tonight also, but he ain't locking down Damian Lillard. They're actually it's going to be offensive. They're just going to score on each other and take turns over and over and over again. But I think Dame will get the better of that exchange. CJ McCollum has been steadier, just been a really good scorer from that 2 spot. I don't think Minnesota's going to be able to match that. Anthony Edwards, still coming off the bench, hasn't quite shown me enough other than his scoring, which has been kind of up and down. And I just don't think Minnesota, especially without Karl-Anthony Towns, who's still injured, is going to have enough. And I will comfortably take Portland in a game that I don't think will be all that interesting down the stretch if Portland does what they have to. Now, if Nurkic is in foul trouble and we do this shit again where it's like Robert Covington can't score more than 6 points and Derrick Jones Jr. is out there for 32 minutes and can't score more than 5, and if Melo's shooting 4 for 12, and Dame and CJ have to basically do everything again, then it's going to get interesting. But I still feel comfortable saying Portland will win this game regardless of the spread.
Now the Trailblazers are favored by 10. Trailblazers minus 10 in this game. That's an interesting number, and this is what we wanted to talk about.
118-107. 118-106, matter of fact.
Close. Well, that's a little closer than I thought it might be for there, but you got the points there, so that's interesting. The spread makes this game very interesting. I think there will be a lot of points. It's minus 10. Do you like that number, Murph? It's kind of that point where you got to start thinking about things. Do you want to put the money down on this? What do you think about the spread here?
Yeah, it's a lot of points, but fuck it. I got to go with the Blazers. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's going on here with Minnesota. I mean, they're a terrible team without Towns. They're a minus 12.5 point differential, which is the worst in the league. They've lost 5 in a row. Portland's on a 2-game losing streak. They absolutely need to get this win tonight. So I think I see blowout. I'll put a lot of money on this one.
Ooh, confident. I like that. What about that over under, Murph? How you feeling about that? If you're expecting a lot of points, how do you feel about the over under in this game?
233. To me, it's kind of a stay away. If I had to pick, I would go over, but it could be such a blowout. They could limit Minnesota scoring wise. So the under could mess around and be a bad beat here. So I would stay away from the over under.
Yeah, you've seen that over under consensus at 234. Some places have it 233.5, but it's pretty much 234 that over under. Jarod,
yes, sir.
Is this a stay away for you in terms of this game, or are you paying taking the spread, taking the Blazers and spread?
Listen, minus 10 that's tantalizing and too good. I'm definitely taking the Blazers. Look, it's small sample size theater, but the Minnesota Timberwolves are 30th in defensive rating. You know how many teams there are in the NBA? 30. They are dead effing last in defense.
Towns ain't helping them either when he comes back.
Murph said they have negative 12.5 net rating, the worst in the NBA. And Portland's 11th ranked offense. And look, at 11th, that's still relatively okay for them. They do need a bounce back game. We talked about a little bit off air before we started. Look, Dame and CJ and Portland got to get their shit together. and they need to win bad. Lost to the Bulls last night. It's like, come on, man. Y'all got to really figure your stuff out. And I think nothing cures what ails you than playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I see a big win for Minnesota, a blowout. Stay away from that over-under. I agree with Murph. That is a bad beat because I can easily see them up big, and Minnesota just got like 90 points, and it's like, I don't know.
Right.
They got like a bunch of jokers out there doing I don't know what. So stay away from that over-under.
I would absolutely stay away from the over-under. It scares me, but that -10 is really tantalizing. I think it's gonna be tantalizing for a lot of people. If you're looking for, you're looking for a late game or something where you don't have to be stressed, because that's my thing with this betting. We don't want you to be stressed watching these games, man. We don't want that at all. So this,
if you bet, you're gonna be stressed. So
Yeah.
live with it.
What? Yeah, okay. Well, Murph, you don't think this one where people can relax a little bit and put their
You could never relax, but put a lot of money on it and pray.
Yeah.
He's
absolutely right.
You heard it from Murph. There's no relaxing, even with the Blazers against the worst defense in the league, in the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is why I would be encouraged to take away from it. Yes, Murph is right. You're never going to be stress-free. That is absolutely right. But if there was anything as close to stress-free as possible, playing the Minnesota Timberwolves could absolutely help with that. Absolutely, for sure. All right, before we get into our next segment, we're going to do something. Just want to remind everybody to please continue to support us here at the Props Network YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the Props Network YouTube channel if you like the show. We encourage you to keep coming back, like our fan favorite, Eric Cheng. He is a loyal supporter of the show. We appreciate him, and the rest of you, please continue to do that. You can get more NBA betting content from us on NBA Picks and Props. You can also check out the other great shows that are here on the Props Network, including my man Jamal Davis, who